spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the West Virginia Mountaineers, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. It's Manning. Flips it out to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. It's nice to get a quarterback an easy completion like that, but it's nicer if they can go forward. And they did not that time, Jesse.
They did not. No, the defense was just better at the point of attack. Look at all these defenders shedding blocks and then getting hats to the football. That's impressive.
Motion from the wideout. It's a draw. Powers through the defender. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28th.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Quick completion on the out route.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. A little screen to the running back. Runs through a tackle.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. They're looking to throw on second and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
And the Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
All right, good news, the game just got started. There's still a lot of football left to play. The bad news is, though, you've already now turned it over and handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed in with his decision-making in this game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the air, it's Wilkins. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Looking downfield on first down. That's reeled in. It's White. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Mountaineers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Trying to run, it's White. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Got him downfield. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend it.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
He might want another play. Back to throw, it's Manning. Got it in the middle, it's Moore. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The give on the inside. Shakes off the defender. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
There he goes. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line?
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. If you're getting 5+ yards, that is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Dumps it off in the class. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Grabbed behind the line, it's Edwards. And that's a very productive first down play of bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
Well, they're trying to hit the slant, right? That's a bang-bang type play. It's got to happen fast. Good throw. Receiver just couldn't come up with the catch.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Looking to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's Bray. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
They just keep firing. Here's a heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. See if they go back to the run here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Gallagher. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
The short hands, it's White. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. The Mountaineers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Using his feet. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Now it's 2nd and goal. Quarterback looks for a little space. The sneak scores it.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down. They get to him as he throws.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
The screen, he can go. Still on his feet at the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver that can do that. That can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
The give out of the gun. Using that running game to bludgeon forward. He's got 4 down to the 35. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Wingo. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Tight end finds a soft spot. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Finds nothing downfield, flips it out to his running back. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The give to the tailback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Wilkins. Looking for a huge play. Fires into traffic, picked off. Got some room to run. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle.
Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Texas!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Tight end now in motion. To the air. It's Wilkins. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the wideout. Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
And the Mountaineers getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the back. Hard running. Just shedding tackles. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
Well, you saw that broken tackle, David. This defense has to do a real good job with gang tackling to stop this guy today.
You cannot assume one guy's going to get him to the ground. Everybody's got to swarm to the football, all eyes on him, and play physical.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Caught close to the marker, it's Hamilton. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Motion from the wide receiver. Dropping back, it's Manning. Finds his man, it's Moore. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They're running the curl route against zone coverage. The quarterback knows that's going to be a tight window. He's got to rifle that ball into his wide receiver. He does just that, and as a result, they pick up the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's now 3rd down.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw it. Throws to the wideout. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. On a field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Off-play action on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Barnes.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the play.
Grab near the sticks. It's Brave. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook, to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Gives it on the option. Can't get him to the ground.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Mountaineers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Wilkins. Get it out on the screen. Fights off a defender. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them. But exactly, get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Edwards. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Unloads to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Back to throw, it's Manning. Sets up the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Loses 3. Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now what you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. They're working that left side. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup.
It's so hard to tackle these fast guys in the open field. And you see when you duck your head and you're going to try to hit somebody, you can't see him anymore. Ducks his head a little bit. Next thing you know, broken tackle, guys getting extra yards.
Now on 1st down from the 43-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, he got you 2 on 1st down. He got you 2 on 2nd. 2 won't get it done on 3rd. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Vaughn. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the 3rd quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
From the gun, give on the inside. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Wilkins. Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And the Mountaineers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Well, that's new. If you want to give the ball to the tight end in this situation and let him run the football, I mean, goal line area, maybe. No, you know what? It stunk. It was a bad play call. Don't do it again.
Back's got it. Touchdown, West Virginia. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Fires to the tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back-to-back-to-back, almost throws a pick.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. And the Longhorns will have it 1st and 10. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Wingo. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Hey, these wide receivers are so athletic out wide now. You're so worried about getting beat deep. And these slant routes, it can be a good changeup. I mean, just a couple steps, stick your foot in the ground, come inside.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, and when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football to make sure you get them on the ground.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Looking to throw, it's Wilkins. Release to the back. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas!
I love this free safety and how he plays center field. And oftentimes, he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And now on second down for this offense. The give on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, West Virginia.
The Mountaineers line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The accuracy is perfect. The loft, the aim, like the perfect golf shot.
Runs out of bounds.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll leave it with him. Got the first down and more. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Might be changing the route. They're going to ride this running back. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
Back to pass on second down. Throws to the tight end. Quickly complete. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Wingo. They finally get to him, a lot of play there to pick up the first down.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Man, that hurts because second down, you got everything in front of you, the whole playbook open. Now you get a lost yardage play. Now it's third down. Now it puts those feet to the fire a little bit more. Now you better come up with something you really love in this area of the field.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Setting up the screen.
Man, did the defense need the stop. Great job getting the 3rd down stop. They needed to force a punt. They got to get their offense the football back so they have a chance in this football game. Really nice execution by this defense.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. West Virginia has it back, ready to dive into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time. There he goes! Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to pass, it's Wilkins. It's complete on the right side. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And no messing around right now if you're on offense. This is the time where execution has got to be at a premium. You need to hit completions, David. They need some big plays.
And you just want to keep pressuring them and keep making them use the clock, give them the underneath stuff. And again, when they drive the football down the field, I just can't give up touchdowns. Field goal at this point is not going to hurt my defense.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Bringing the heat. Makes the catch. It's great. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
And 3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Taking it the other way.
And that's a really good job by the defense. Understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced. Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Thanks to grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Quick strike through the air for the score. Texas fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. West Virginia has it, and the offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Out of the gun, the inside give. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Wilkins. And he makes the catch, but he can't stay in bounds. That'll be incomplete.
That's a good job by the defense understanding the sideline is an extra defender, right? Like, I got to take away the inside a little bit and then play that ball, but make him throw a great throw all the way to the outside of the field, and he didn't do it on that play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. That's caught. It's flight. He stopped short of the 40, right at the 39, and it's 4th down.
And listen, everything's 4-down territory at this point when you're trailing by this much late in the game. So it's okay you didn't get the 1st down there, but now the pressure's on to convert this. Otherwise, it's ball game.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. Spits it out to the back. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points in the scoreboard.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. This was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points that was being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.